overhead. Will we defeat death on this run? Death is the final boss, okay? Yes or no? And I'm going to give you like a 5-minute casino period. How does that sound? Olive Garden actually does do the pre-order meal thing. You can order a to-go meal for once you're done, and you put it in the fridge. America is one of my favorite countries. It's up there. I travel there on occasion, for sure. I personally think that they do restaurants weird. Like, obviously, they do also have some of the best restaurants in the world. But, like, whenever I go to the US and I'm served an absolutely insane portion size, and I go, why is there so much food? People go, well, in North America, or in the United States, when people go to a restaurant, they expect to get enough food to eat 2 times for a full meal. Which is, why? Why does that make... Like, does anyone else ever... When you buy one movie ticket at the theater, do you expect to see 2 movies? You buy a new car, do you expect it to come with another, like, a second car just because you're there? Like, it's just a weird philosophy to have on eating out. It's strange to me. I'm not jealous, I'm just like, I mean, honestly, when I go to the US, I eat, like, as much as I want to eat, which is usually not the whole plate. And then I just give it back to the server and they go, do you want that boxed up? And then you have to, like, fight him a little bit. Do you want that boxed up? No, that's okay. Are you sure? Are you sure? Could make a night. There's enough here for, like, a nice lunch or, like, a midnight snack. Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, oh, our hotel doesn't have a fridge. And they're like, you could just leave it out. You could just leave it out on the windowsill. And then maybe if you were in it, maybe the power goes out anyway. You'd want so. Anyway, hold on. I'm randoming. Sure, I'll be a sorcerer. I don't care. It's not wasting food. They wasted the food when they cooked twice as much as one person needs to eat for lunch. I'm not the person I'm not the purchasing manager who bought all the raw ingredients and then cooked it and then plated it for one human being. Hey, I'd like to have lunch. Here's 2 lunches. Can you take that other lunch and do something with it? Nope. It's not. The restaurant is not able to do so. It's your responsibility now. Doesn't make any sense, man. Anyway. I can't dodge, right? No, I can dodge. I always forget with this game. It's been like 4 days. There are sometimes, though, when you order that much, you order that much food and you eat it all, and you go, now I'm pogging. But most of the time, I just don't, I don't understand the idea that restaurants should be like that. I mean, there are times when I'm actually thrilled that a restaurant has smaller portion sizes. You know, sometimes you go out to eat and you're like, if you give me too much food, I'm not going to say I'm going to eat it all, but I'll eat like more than I should. And I don't even just mean for health reasons. Sometimes I'll just eat till like I'm uncomfortable. Because usually it's like a 10-minute delay from when you took the last bite to when you start feeling like the amount of food that you've consumed, you know? So having like a normal portion size is like the restaurant sort of inoculating me from myself. I appreciate it. Sure, I'll bust open a treasure lock here, treasure rock here. Would you rather have more food or have to order twice? I don't know how many times I've been to a restaurant in my life. Probably it's gotta, I mean, how many days have I been alive for? Like 15,000 or something like that. I've probably been to a restaurant, like, wouldn't surprise me if it's been 2,000 times. Not a single time have I ordered an entree and been like, that wasn't enough, I'm gonna order another entree. It's never happened to me. I'm not saying it's impossible. But it's never happened. I'm going to try this Spirit Heart strat. Why not? Let's give it a shot. You've ordered dessert? Yeah, are you deluding yourself into thinking that you're ordering dessert because you're hungry and not because you, like, want to eat, like, a sweet food? Come on. Me neither, because they give me enough food for later. I'm telling you, most of the restaurants I've eaten at are in Canada, and I've never had to order a second entree. Maybe the reason you gotta order a second entree is because every time you order an entree, they're giving you enough food for 2 entrees, so your body's become normalized to thinking you need 2 entrees worth of food in order to not be hungry anymore. So now you go out and you're like, what the heck is this? Where's the rest of my food, garçon? Because you ate the poisoned apple in the first place, now you got no choice but to eat 2 poisoned apples at every subsequent meal. Yummy. Jester boots. Wouldn't mind the extra stamina, speed. There's also the stigma of finishing your plate from traditional parenting. That, I'll give you that. I think you should have to either choose between finishing your plate or getting 75% of your calories from snacking. Right now, I'm choosing a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. I think you should finish your plate if you don't snack during the day. Like, my dad is crazy. My dad, like, never snacks. He just eats 3 meals a day, and he eats a lot for all the meals. I don't know how he does it. It's madness. You know what? I'm just gonna buy this. I don't really want the Dex, but I also want to level at some point. I'm like the opposite. I eat like 3 normal-sized meals a day, but then I snack like, you know, every 45 minutes. Sorry, it's not called snacking, it's called grazing. It's the way our ancestors ate, probably. That's what I tell myself, at least. I'm a heavy snacker. No doubt about that. Hey. So I get 8% bonus damage per spirit heart. A purging stone. What do you got for me? Holy staff. Nothing special, but probably better than our existing weapon. Probably a lot better than our existing weapon, but I can't use my crystal orb anymore. But you know what? That's okay. Okay, actually this seems pretty solid, although it's kind of tough to see all the enemy shots on the screen. I'll go event. Where could it lead? Pray to the statue of a knight. You know what? Sure. It gave us +5 strength. That seems bad. I mean, it's good in a vacuum, but it takes away our ability to get more int later. But maybe that's fine. Let's check this out. +5 seems good. It does not? Well, there's a level cap at like level 5, right? So we can only get a set amount of int. Or I guess we could only get a set amount of levels, but now that I think about it, maybe we could get, maybe we could keep scaling int even when we reach the experience cap. You can get more after. Oh, that's some information that would have been useful to me yesterday! Okay, this... I'll take it, but it doesn't seem as good to replace it. So far, so good. Just take some gold, please. People were trying to tell you? Yeah, but people are too busy, like, you know, jumping in front of bullets for, like, the Olive Garden right now, too. There's a lot of stuff going on in the chat. Give me a wooden chest, please. Don't get me wrong. There's times when, like, I like it. I'm just saying... I mean, the time where, like, I was like, this is too much, was when we went to, like, this Italian restaurant with my in-laws. And we ordered a kids menu meal for our daughter. And she was only, like, 1.5 at the time. So I don't expect her to eat the whole kids menu meal to begin with. But the kids menu meal was, like, an entire, like, a Canadian adult-sized portion of pasta in sauce. And then also, for no other reason, 6 chicken nuggets, just like draped over the side. Like, there was no thought given to, like, do these foods make sense together, or, like, I'm promising you it was not, like, a chicken parmesan situation. They were literally just, like, some oven-baked chicken nuggets thrown on the side of it. And I was like, no child needs to be consuming this much food at a lunchtime. Like, the kids' menu portion was like the size of what I would eat. And I ordered like a gorgonzola gnocchi or something like that. I expected there to be like 20 gnocchis. There was at least like 75 gnocchis and it was like in a huge bowl, and it was just, it was almost like a brick of sauce that had like some pasta inside of the sauce. There wasn't sauce on the pasta. There was pasta on the sauce. I only ate like a third of it. What did it cost? Shit was like $13.99. It was crazy. It was absurd. It was out of control. I'm not knocking the US though. There's parts of, I mean, like, getting a lot of food for less money is nice. I can understand on a base level that's nice. The same way when I drive in rural Washington, the lanes, like, every street has more lanes than major streets in Vancouver do, even though there's 1/30th of the population. Dude, just give me the armor. You can catch my ass in, like, Mount Vernon, population, like, 8,000. Every street has, like, 4 lanes. I'm like, this is comfortable, man. I can see why they did this. Just one more lane, bro. So it is. But in this case, I think that it didn't actually induce any demand because there's no people to induce the... There's less people to induce the demand from. You can add as many lanes as you want if nobody lives there to drive in the first place. Hey, I'm from Mount Vernon. See you at the Tulip Festival next April, brother. May? I don't know when it is. Then why have 4 lanes? Because during the Tulip Festival, they have to wait in line in traffic behind 3 people, and they go, this is ridiculous. 15% increased attack speed? Sure, I'll take that. We're out of control. I'm coming for the Tulip Festival too. I mean, it's a pretty good time. I'm not knocking the Tulip Festival. Am I saying that the town is full of people who, when they walk into a restaurant and there's one person at the maitre d' stand in front of them, they go, "Oh, it seems busy. Do you want to go someplace else?" I'm not saying that. If I was saying that, I would be saying that with a sense of compliment. It would be complimentary. It would just be a little humorous, sort of, you know, like a Niles Crane-esque droll bon mot. Sure, take me to the tavern. I feel like I'm doing insane damage right now. What are you? Would you want a purging stone? Sure, I'll pay 10 gold for a purging stone. What's your thing? Are you interested in some sake? No. Hey, Finch E. Thanks for the gifted subscription. Thank you. Subscriptions, I should say. I have a massive deal for you. Illegal gun parts for 30 gold? Sure. I don't know what we do with that, but upgrades a gun or cannon up to level 4. Wow. Finch E, thank you again. Ever got this feeling somebody's watching you? Everything hurts so much more. Take this. I've had enough. I will take this. I forgot what it gives us. Whatever. Don't use it? Nevertheless. I just think I'll probably never get hit, is my thinking. It is true. The nicer restaurant you go to, the less food you get. But, like, I'm not saying everybody should be eating at fancy restaurants at all times. But, like, the kinds of people who, like, not even for, like, financial reasons, but just for, like, you know, economical reasons. Like, they're like, I refuse to pay more money for less food. It's like, for me, that's like when, it's as if someone said, I refuse to go to the movie theater and pay movie ticket prices unless the movie is, like, I'm always gonna go see the longest movie at the movie theater. Like, sometimes, you get different meals can accomplish different things for you, you know? It's steamed though. Random magic weapon. There's a restaurant I drive past that offers $11 all-you-can-eat spaghetti. See, that's frightening to me. Because, like, $11 is... I would look at that as already, like, a pretty cheap price for, like, one serving. Like, one adult-sized serving of spaghetti. But $11 for all-you-can-eat spaghetti is a little frightening for me. I think we're happy with our holy staff still. It's over for the doubters? I don't know, like... It doesn't look great right now, but you never know. Pasta's so cheap to make, though. Yeah, but you got, like, the rent for the building, you know, paying your staff, taxes, insurance, electricity, like, it's... You know, like, this... It's just an awful lot of, It's an awful lot of food to be able to serve someone for $11. That's why I was like, you know, for our daughter's second birthday, we took her to the old spaghetti factory in Vancouver. And I got, like, surprised. Because, like, my entree, I got, like, a pesto linguine or something like that, okay? I added chicken to it. It was, like, $2.99 to add a chicken breast to it, which is... It's a price I've not seen since, like, the year 2005. My entree came with a free soda, which listen, none of this stuff is, like, low margin. These are all high margin things. Like, it came with a free drink, it came with a salad, it came with bread, and it came with a huge portion of pasta, and it came with a free ice cream for dessert. And the whole thing was, like, $15.99 Canadian. And I was like, this shit is... Something's not right in the back room. Like, there's no... Like, I could not even come close to cooking the meal for this at home. I get that you got some economies of scale, but still. Don't even get me started on the back rooms, man. 25% more damage while fighting 3 or more enemies? Actually seem... You know what? But... Sure, I'm gonna take it. Was it good? No, not really. It was pretty bad. I would not return, personally, but... Right here, in where I live, PF Chang's charges $5 to upgrade rice to fried rice. Listen, I'm not trying to stand for the PF Chang's corporation. Oh, my first bit of damage! But, like, steamed rice to fried rice is not a straight, like, $2 upgrade, man. Like, you're adding a lot to that. You're adding, like, oftentimes a meat. You're adding... chopped vegetables, you're adding, like, some soy sauce, I feel like $5 to go from steamed to fried is a sensible... It's not an egregious cost. Now, when you go to A&W and it's like a $5 upcharge to get from fries to onion rings, like... That's a little much for me. I gotta always think about it. But then I'm like, I'm never at A&W. And part of the reason I'm here is for the onion rings. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna feel good about it. Then you bite into the first onion ring, and then your teeth don't properly cut through the onion, so you pull out the whole onion, and then you just have like a half ring that's just batter, and you're like, I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Fried rice is made with older rice. Yeah, but it tastes better. It's not like try having an argument with the PF Chang staff. You can't fool me. Hey, this is just steamed rice you made yesterday and then added a bunch of other stuff that's really tasty too. You should be giving it away for free. Can you make me a new fried rice, please? Can you make me a fresh fried rice? Fresh frozen. Help me. Yeah, it's like stale bread. Like, of course it's better. It's like nature toasted it for you. I don't need a rare weapon. Give me some keys. A little oil, a little soy sauce. Sorry, it's a Peppa Pig quote. A little tomato, a little cheese, into the oven and into my tummy. Watching, waiting, commiserating. Sure, have 500 souls. Upgrades my weapon by 1 level. I mean, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. I'll take that. Anything else? Yeah, you know, what else you got for me? Steel plate armor. You know, I'm not interested. What do you got for me? Another blacksmith's whetstone? That seems crazy. Peppa Pig has rotted his brain. A little bit. Like, I was talking about how I want to see that movie, The Banshees of Inisherin, or whatever it's called. However, I will admit, I'm not sure if after, like, a year of mainlining Sesame Street, Peppa Pig, and, like, Pink Fawn, which is the baby shark company, in case you're not toddler pilled, I'm not sure I'm mentally prepared to deal with a movie as bleak as that it supposedly is. I think I need to, like, ease myself back into it. I need to watch Blade Trinity first, and then maybe, like, a Ryan Reynolds romantic comedy where he was, like, chubby when he was a teenager, but now he's hot, and he's trying to... You get the idea. I would like to evade the first damaging hit I take in a room. And then get another soul heart. I need to watch, like, are there any movies where some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill or whatever? Blade? No, but, like, obviously Blade, but, like, apart from Blade? I feel like in Uncut Gems, Howard is always trying to ice skate uphill. Like, it seems like he gets in his own way of potentially having, like, a pretty nice life. Blade 3? What's Blade 3? Oh, you mean Blade Trinity. Sorry. I thought you were talking about a different movie. Because there is no Blade 3. There's a movie called Blade Trinity, which is the 3rd movie in the Bladeverse, but... I'm, like, very strong. I think that the doubters are in, like, a... They're in a really bad spot. Trinity's in the Matrix? That is true! That is true. Don't even get me started on the Matrix films. Don't worry, he always says that right before he dies. Be that as it may, Niles. We have Brimstone and Holy Mantle. How do you feel about the movie Spawn? I don't feel much about it because I have not seen it. But this is not a joke. I did have many Spawn pogs back in the day. Not like moments of pogging, but many like milk caps with the Spawn movie branding on them. I mean, I gotta like, you know what? Why don't you just use these, man? How do you feel about Spawn in Marvel Snap? I've never seen him, I think, in Marvel Snap. But I did make it to Pool 3 last night. I'm encountering some very annoying cards. I don't need to go to the blacksmith yet. I can't use the whetstones yet, because my weapon is only level... it's level 3, so I can't raise it past level 3. Barring having, like, a special item, I suppose. So what I'm thinking is that at some point, we'll probably get a new weapon, and then we will use that new weapon and use the blacksmith's whetstones in order to get it to level 3 quickly so it compares favorably to my current weapon. The catch is, every time we get the option to take soul hearts, I feel like I gotta take them, because every soul heart raises our damage by like 8%, and as you can see, we got like, you know, I don't know, like 13 soul hearts or something. So we're doing quite a lot of damage. Stop hitting me with who asked. Someone asked. Someone asked. There was an asker, I promise. Holy cow, we are cruising, man. It is over. What's his hint at? You know what? It's at 17. I don't know if it's just from our, like, crit potion, but we're, like, actually one-shotting, like, half the enemies we encounter. It's incredible. Like, it's easy money. Insider trading, he got the best weapon on the first floor. I thought any weapon you get in the early game sucks, I've been told. You should always replace your early game stuff for late game stuff. Something maybe that spawns fireworks or like cupcakes on the screen, makes it impossible to dodge the enemies. That's what I've been told. Help me. Help me. I mean, whoa! That Holy Mantle came in handy. I don't know why that sounds like a Dr. Seuss tongue twister. Holy Mantle came in handy. I mean, I'm just going to take plus 30% damage. Because I don't think... I mean, with Holy Mantle, it doesn't really matter as much if we take double damage. Even though we already take double damage, so it might be quad damage. Makes sense to me. Have you been quoting A Tribe Called Quest on purpose? No, what's that? Is that like a video game thing? A Tribe Called Quest 64? A Tribe Called Quest Ascend? Yeah, okay, I'm familiar with Tribes Ascend. Sort of, I guess. Random potion effect. Why not? What is my random potion? Defy death plus 1 more times per room. Now, this is where it happens. Random magic weapon. If we get a weapon that is almost as good as our existing weapon, and then we can upgrade it like crazy, who knows, man? Who knows? What would be Luna's favorite card in Marvel Snap? Okay, kind of an insane question. But I think I have an equally insane answer. I think that, personally, she would probably be most into Devil Dinosaur. Because we took a ton of damage there. Because she loves dinosaurs. So I think Devil Dinosaur is the safe bet. Okay, now look at this. Staff of Unlimited Power. Its power is... Jerry, its power is unlimited. I don't see how I couldn't do this. We'll talk. I'm gonna use this one for now, though. And her HP is still pretty good. Just gotta rebuild. It's a rebuild. Don't let Francesco Aquilini hear that we're using the word rebuild. I know it's a bad word for the Canucks owner, but... Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Contains stuff for magic users. It's a damn mimic, bro. What the heck are you? 10% increased magic damage, but I can't hold it in my offhand. I also didn't pick up my int. You're absolutely right. I left my rare candy behind. I would love a petrified armor up. Oh, wait, actually, this seems kind of sick. I'm not sure if it's as good, but it didn't seem as bad as I thought it seemed. You're +3 int. Here we go. Yeah, wait, this is actually doing great stuff. It's kind of insane. Plus, I don't even need to aim. I guess I don't need a jacket. And then Holy Staff for the boss. Listen, you may be right and I may be crazy, but in many ways, I might just be the lunatic you're looking for. Why not the shop? I'll just level with you. I don't respect the shops. The reason I don't respect the shops is like they have 3 items and they cost me money. Why don't I just open a chest and get 1 item for free? Like I don't know if you've ever played Magic the Gathering. It's one of the finest economic simulators ever developed. Free always beats paid. What if 3 items are better? You know what? I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Hasn't been a concern up to this point. ANL, are the Maple Leafs good or are they frauds? I mean, they could be... They don't have to be frauds to... Listen, they're a good team to begin with. Even if they weren't good, that doesn't make them frauds. I mean, like, I don't think they've tricked anybody into signing them. 20% reduced reload time. No, thank you. They are literally not good. They're literally good. It's just that, like, there's a lot of variance in sport, especially in the playoffs. What? Help me. I'm rolling. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like Mage Blood is just a little too late. Let me get the 20% crit chance. And then keep scaling my int. Big whoop. Big whoop. Big whoop. Who's the highest DPS player in the NHL? It's not even close. It's Connor McDavid. I mean, there's some people that are like, you know, they're getting the same ballpark, but there's nobody that's running the bases like McDavid right now. To mix in metaphors a little bit, but... What's his wins above replacement? 100. I mean, like, his wins above replacement percentage? Yeah, 100. Assuming it's normalized. Whoops. Okay, if you'll excuse me, can I... I'd like to upgrade my wand of casting. Can I do it again? Nope. Is he strength or dex? He's definitely a dex build. But he's pretty well balanced, honestly. What's his Ags upgrade? He did it to the Rangers last season. His Ags upgrade is he becomes incorporeal for 3 seconds while getting a 25% speed boost, which allows him to slip through defenders as if they weren't even there, and yet still get an opportunity to shoot on the goalie. See, I don't want any of this. Look at this garbage. Increased damage by 20%? Who needs it? Be a good time to have Mage Blood, actually. But I'm happy with my increased crit chance. It's hard to be mad at this run, you know? Like, look at it. These have, like, some random body armor. still quite a lot of damage. I can't tell which one's better. They're both good, though. Are you seeing this 18,000 damage crit? I should not have stood there. I'll tell you that much. Now that makes sense. Okay, huge. Stay on him. Whoa! Don't walk back into the blue circles. Not like this. Not like this. He's almost dead. Okay, we got him. Oh, new armor too. Okay, so we have defeated death. Let's walk out here and not die this time. You feel watched. I remember that. Something is still draining your life force. Try to resist? Yes. Choose prediction will pay out the believers. We did defeat death. You have to choose no. I'm just going to go ahead and say maybe they should add like a, are you sure? To that prompt. And then we'll run it back. If you say no, you die too. Okay, good to know. Good to know.